Hits 105.5. That was REM with Man on the Moon. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone is having a terrific Tuesday morning. The Talk of the Town with City Manager Andrew Bowsher is proudly sponsored by Clancy's, Shelby County's oldest fast food restaurant. Nothing fancy, just fantastic food. In the studio with me, I have City Manager Andrew Bowsher. Good morning. How are you, sir?
I am well, Tracy. How are you?
I am doing well. I just got a text message from the city of Sydney because I am signed up for that. I know you have a whole thing. But yeah, there's a text message about public participation.
Yes.
MVRPC, and you too can sign up for these text messages.
Yes.
Continue on, sir.
Yes. And the Miami Valley Regional Planning Commission, we're part of that in the Dayton region, and we're part of their RTO, which is their Regional Transportation Program. So it allows us to apply for extended grants that non-members could not. And it also puts us on a priority board for select transportation projects to include our trail system.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think it's just to garner feedback, and they're always looking for help. Speaking of that, we are doing our comprehensive master plan update. We're coordinating with Ohio State students to do that. It's my alma mater. It's actually the school that I went to in the College of Engineering. And so we're excited about their opportunity to help us help shape the future of Sydney. And so we've got like over 500 responses right now on the survey. We would love to have 1,000 responses, and we think that would capture a really great opportunity of the city. And even if you don't live in Sydney, feel free, because you live obviously close enough, you probably shop and dine and maybe even work here in Sydney. And so we want to hear your feedback as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome. And that sends you to a link. My text message sends you to a link, and there you go. Cool.
Yeah. So a couple other things. Wanted to congratulate Brian Green, our city arborist and street superintendent. He, through the U.S. Forest Service Inflation Reduction Act funding, was awarded a $300,000 grant. This grant program doesn't require a cash match for city funds. So with that, the city will complete an updated tree inventory, and the grant funds will also provide added operational funding for the city's existing urban forestry program. So congrats to that. It's pretty exciting.
Nice. Good for Brian Green. That's awesome.
Yes. The city was informed by the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States, or GFOA, that we have yet again been awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting for its annual comprehensive financial report for the fiscal year ending in 2022. They're always a year behind. So congratulations to them for the Certificate of Achievement for our Finance Officer Delaney and the Finance Department. They continue to keep making sure that our audits go smoothly and that we're doing everything according to state and federal laws. So congrats to them and job well done. The City of Sydney was named by Site Selection magazine as 2023's top 5 micropolitan cities. This is several years running now. We have been a top 5 micropolitan. So basically, what that means is you have metropolitan areas, right?
Okay, thank you.
You've got Columbus, even New York, and Cincinnati, LA, all those. Those are metropolitans. Then once you get under about 100,000, they start to get into micropolitans, right?
Okay.
So we are a micropolitan. We're basically a plethora of jobs and commerce and economic development within an area, but we've got a smaller population. So if you become a hub of commerce and economic development, you're considered basically a top micropolitan. And the city last year was named number 3. This year named number 4. Actually, 5 of the top 10 cities were in Ohio.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
That is.
Yeah. So we kudos to all of the work that the city and our county partners like SCP, our CIC, Sydney Alive, the Chamber Visitors Bureau, all of the investment that's happening in the city that helps sort of round out those numbers. It allows us to score extremely high, and it just tells us that Sidney continues to be on the rise and that there are really great things happening within our community and within the county. So from that, we still a lot left to do. And I would love for us to be number one on there someday. Findlay actually was number one.
Really?
Yeah, and we were the second highest Ohio city on the list. So pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
But I think we're some state representatives will be down this week to congratulate the city folks and things like that. So it's good stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, and I have to say, I saw you speak at the Chamber of Commerce dinner last week, and it's very exciting. A lot of good stuff that's going to happen, and the pictures were gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a great job, and a lot of exciting things.
Thank you.
Getting ready to happen. So yeah.
I gave actually the same one that I gave for the chamber presentation, which is we're dubbing it our progress and milestones update, and I gave it to council last night, and so not all the council members could be there at chamber, and so we thought it was really great to be able to put that information that's out there. You can find it on our website moving forward. You can click the link, and then we're going to get with the communications department, and we're going to dub over a voice, and we're going to record me doing it, so that way that anybody, whether you're part of the chamber or whether you're just a citizen or a community member or somebody that doesn't even know Sidney exists and then all of a sudden finds it, and they get to learn a lot more about Sidney. So we're going to put something like that together in the coming weeks and produce that and push that out.
Cool. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Actually, that was a shout out to Marty Milligan, our council member, who actually thought of that idea. We think it's
smart.
a great idea.
Yeah, it is. And so earlier, before you go, when Amy was here, she was talking about how they want to have a skate park, and and they're kids that are that are going to be pitching it.
Absolutely.
I think that's really cool. And so one of the things, and that gets them to learn about city government, how things work. And I really think that's cool that they're doing that.
Yeah, there was a young lady that reached out that may have some familiar ties with Amy, but yeah, there's a lot of kids that are out there that are very interested in a skate park, and I think it's kind of like there's generational, right? So you have like the Tony Hawk generation, right? It was super big into it because of him and so many others, and now I think it's kind of now passing down the torch, so to speak. And we do need one. And we need a splash pad. And we need an amphitheater. And we need to continue the trail development. And we need to improve our parks. And we need to build roads. And we need to do all these things. And it's actually why the skate park is one of the major projects that's tied to our levy. And that's just factual information that's out there of an unfunded project that we've had on the board now for a while, that we want to apply funds for and be able to go and get. And I think we can put city dollars together, I think private donations, and I also think some grant dollars that are out there for us to be able to allocate and do that. And I think I'm excited about what that is, but even more so that a couple of council meetings ago, we had a large group of young men and women, students, if you will, high school students that were there saying, hey, we want this in our community. How can we help make this happen? And we kind of talked through it, and we discussed, the variety of different things and how, a little bit of how city government works and where the funds, mostly go and things like that. And it's trying to figure out and program and how do we, if we pull something from to give to this project, then we've got to take it from someplace else. So pretty much all funds are accounted for. And there's very little wiggle room once we get into the actual budget. And for us, we've got to increase that capital. And we're going to get together a committee, and they're going to help us decide what it looks like and, the exact precise location and things like that. So I think it's exciting because we're getting young individuals involved because they truly will be the leaders of this community, before we know it.
Exactly. I just like how they we need this, and they took the steps to talk at the city council, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful. And also, don't forget to vote. Anyway,
Yes.
yeah, that's coming up too.
Absolutely. Don't forget to vote. I do want to say one last thing as we were just talking about some other stuff because it came across our desks last evening. But a huge congratulations to the Sidney PD. They were selected one of 10, only one of 10, of 900 total departments in the entire state. They were one of 10 that were selected to launch the statewide accreditation pilot program. Just 10 agencies have been selected to participate in the pilot. The Office of Criminal Justice Services would like to celebrate that launch of the pilot program. Our team has been invited to meet with Governor DeWine along with OCJS with a signing of this event. So we joined the likes of the Dublin Police Department, the Dayton Police Department, the Ohio State Highway Patrol, and so a few other agencies altogether. So basically what is happening is the state is launching an accreditation program for the police departments, and then there are a very long list of checks and balances and things that we need to do to be a accredited police department. But we will be one of the very first 10 of 900 total departments across this state that will become accredited and certified.
Nice. Way to go,
Yeah.
Sidney PD. I love it. All kinds of good news. Well, thank you so much, City Manager Andrew Bowser. That was the Talk of the Town with City Manager Andrew Bowser, proudly sponsored by Clancy, Shelby County's oldest fast food restaurant. Nothing fancy, just fantastic food. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your day. And
Thanks, Tracy. You too.
Thank you so much, and enjoy the sunshine.
Will do.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to take a short break and look at your local weather. It's Hits 105.5.